Guys, Connor here, and I'm over here at AJ's house, and the lighting makes us both look like we are frosted snowmen.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because I have a palm tree necklace.
That's not frosted snowman, as I have a palm tree necklace.
Okay, anyway, we're going to talk about
Long distance
relationship. Oh, jinx.
Now that we're both in one. Now we're both in one.
Yeah, we are in one.
We can both contribute.
You should tell your story.
No. Since I know what happened last video, don't even ask. Then I don't want to tell that story again.
Okay, I'll tell my story.
Okay, tell your story.
So, yeah, so I was like texting and wait. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I was like texting.
Not how you met the person, just like how you guys came about coming up with a long distance relationship.
Oh, so like I went to the bathroom after 6th period and I was like, come in here, let's phalange. And she was like, oh my god. So what
really happened is they kissed on the last day of school, and then they were like, okay, let's just try it. Okay.
Look,
oh
my god. So we'll call the girl Hematoma. So So Hematoma was a really nice girl. So yeah.
Did your freaking mouth you look like some creepy like I don't know what you look
I eat little babies ice cream.
I eat little babies ice cream.
I eat little babies ice cream. Keeps me young. Keeps me. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happened. And then, you want to tell your story?
No, you have to tell your story. I didn't even tell your story.
You told my story for me, so I'll tell my story. I mean, your story for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, there's this girl named
Kodak.
No, it has to be. Hold up, I can get a name for her.
Oh my god.
Pestilence.
It's not even go.
Oh, she just texted.
Oh.
Okay, so Pestilence. Me and her have been friends for like a long time, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm texting this girl," and he was like, "Oh my god, I wanna." And then he was like, "Oh my god, give me her like stuff," and I was like, "Okay." And then
that's not how it happened.
1 hour later.
That's not how it happened at all.
1 hour later, the Instagram bios change.
That's not how it happened at all.
What I mean.
It's not. That's not.
That's how it happened.
See, the only thing is, me and her don't really have a choice if we want a long distance relationship or not, because we don't really live anywhere close to each other. Remotely.
Yeah, him and Pestilence live in like 2 different. Well,
I mean, we live in the same state. Yeah.
Philadelphia Hills is North Carolina.
Oh, it is. Oh my god.
Oh, we just said where Pestilence lives.
Okay,
well, Hematoma lives in Maryland, so
yeah. So we both have
out of state.
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, what was that?
Phone.
Well, we both have like juggling disorders, and we both have ways to like, deal with it. Kind of.
Yeah, I've only had it for like, I think it's like the 3rd day, 2nd day.
I've had it for a few months.
I know. You actually know the girl.
What?
He's actually met the girl. I have.
He hasn't met the girl he's dating. That's sad. It's like
not really. It doesn't have to be sad.
It's like it's crying sad. It's not funny sad.
Not really.
Yeah, that is stupid.
We'll meet one day. I go to North Carolina all the time. I actually have a house in Philadelphia Hills.
Really?
Yes. We rent one.
Did you see Jesse?
Alright, so anyway.
Yeah, so there's 2 things that's important for long distance relationships. One is communication, because you guys gotta like stay talking to each other to keep that alive, and you gotta be honest. If you do something, far away from the other person, you might do something, and you have to be honest with that person.
Yeah.
Because you can't lie to your person.
You have to trust them, because if you don't trust them, then it's just gonna go.
Then nothing. Yeah, if you don't have trust in a relationship, it's not gonna work.
Even if it's not long distance.
Yeah, even if you guys live right down the street, if you don't have trust,
you guys
it's
can
not
be
gonna
neighbors,
work.
and it still wouldn't matter if you guys don't have trust.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So, the second thing, yeah, is communication. You basically have to talk probably
Every day.
every day,
At
all
least-
the time. Like
as much as you can. Like, a lot of people, a lot of people in long distance relationships think it's like stalkerish. Like me, for example, I don't like to text all the time because then I get the impression that it's sort of like, wow, this guy has texted me 4 times in the past hour and I haven't answered. But to like, I guess it's, you have to keep on. The reason I do that is because it's like, if they don't answer, like if they don't tell you where they're going or like what they're doing that day, then it's like,
then that's
you
the
would-
honesty breaking.
yeah, it's like, so I like, even though you might, it's not wrong to text a person a couple of times. You know, like if, like for me, I'll text them. The most I've texted a girl without them answering is like twice. And if they don't answer, you know, I'll wait like an hour or two, then text again, just say hey. And if they don't answer, you know, I'll wait another hour, I'll call, you know. But, you know.
And yeah, and like communication part is key. And even if you guys have to like FaceTiming's good or like just screen chatting, video chatting
Yeah.
is good because you get to see the person. But texting, calling, that's just good enough because you just get to talk with your person.
Yeah, you have to
And
keep
you don't
conversation
lose
going.
that.
Like,
You don't lose that, spark or whatever they call it.
yeah, you have to keep conversation going too. Like you have to.
You can't kill the conversation.
Yeah.
Because that shows like not interested anymore.
Mm.
John, John Michael does that all the time. Casey, you know who we're talking about. Anyway,
JM.
JM. We'll just call him. Well, I already said his name. Hemotugenus. So yeah. I eat little babies. Ice cream.
Keeps me young.
Keeps me fresh.
No,
Okay.
but a lot of times, especially at people like our age, like I'm 13, he's 13. A lot of times communication can be hard because you go to completely different schools. You don't know each other's schedule. You don't know what each other's doing. You know.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it's a
like-
confusing time.
Yeah. A lot of stuff is going. Your body is going through changes, so that doesn't help.
Getting a big ass dick.
Yep.
No,
Voice
just
gets
kidding.
deeper.
Sometimes people don't actually get that, but if you're living with type 2 diabetes,
Just know you're not alone. If you guys have seen YouTube enough, you know what
you
commercial
know what
is.
that is.
If you guys have lived with type 2 diabetes, just
You
know you're not alone.
Okay, that's all. Type 2 diabetes. So, yes. So, if you're with your person, a lot of the times, people who are, like, grown up, like, if they can drive and stuff, and
Some cheese.
they go and, like, visit the people. But if you're kind of younger, like me and him are, then you don't usually get to drive up every month or so and visit them. Because that's just not something you can do. Like, your parents can't drive you there all the time, or, like, your guardian can't drive you there all the time, or something like that. And it's just hard to see them, so that leads back to all these things we're saying leads back to those two things. That leads back to communication, because you gotta talk since you can't see each other almost, like, all the time in school or at work or whatever. However it applies to you.
Yeah, that's another thing. Especially, it's hard when school starts. During the summer, it's a lot easier to keep a long-distance relationship going because, you're not seeing many new people and stuff like that. But once school starts,
It is harder because you have to be, like, you're busy all the time. You might only talk like once or twice a day because you have to go to school, then you come home, you have to
not
do
even
homework.
that,
Yeah. But me and my girlfriend, we've been doing this long distance thing for all summer probably. Since June, it's August now. And I'm not gonna say it's easy, but for us it's not hard because we always used to talk and we still do. So if you just keep that communication factor, and she lives I live in South Virginia, and she lives in, like, middle Maryland. So, we never probably see each other unless, like, I go up there or something. But we do talk a lot, and we keep it going, and it has worked out from what other people have said. It's like, oh, it's going to be really hard and all that. You guys are probably going to, like, it's not going to work out, but it has, and it's good. You know, if you really like that person, then it's good, and they're moving away or something, you should try to keep a long-distance relationship, because, you know, you never know how it's going to work out. I mean, it could work really, really well, or the person can be an absolute player or whatever, and when they move there, they just see another person, but luckily, I don't think that happened, at least.
But,
yeah, so...
It's also a matter of, like, knowing your own, like, personality. Like, if you know that you have extreme, like, you see another person, you're going to date them, don't do a long-distance relationship.
Yeah,
but if you know that you can do it, like, if you think that you can, you know, you can handle it for at least a while, go ahead and do it. But, like, if not, I've been cheated on before. It doesn't feel good.
No.
So don't be that guy or girl to go and be like, yeah, I'll keep a long-distance relationship, and then the first day you're there, meet another person, and then don't tell the person that you're dating about them.
Yeah,
and then try to, like, cheat. It's just gonna, either way, it's gonna bite you in the ass, because it always comes back. I mean, both guys or girls will find out somehow, and then you'll have two pissed off people at you, and then you'll be getting texted, and all.
Yeah, and, like, it just causes, like, I know people. One of my friends who doesn't live in the U.S., he was in a long-distance relationship. His girlfriend lived in a different country, because he lives in West Ireland, and she moved to England, which is right there next to it. And we were talking one day, and he was like, you know, when you're in a long-distance relationship, this is before me and my girlfriend started a long-distance relationship, this is when she still lived here. He was like, when you're in a long-distance relationship, it's like you have no boundaries. Like, your girlfriend isn't there. Or, you know, the person you're in a long-distance relationship isn't there. So, your brain feels, or at least he felt like, you know, he could do anything and just not tell her. And I was like, you know, you can, but that wouldn't be the best plan. And he's like 17 now. And, can you shut up? That's gonna go off in 2 minutes again. But yeah, it's not good to feel that way, because it's like, if you're gonna start a long-distance relationship, you should really, really, really like that person enough, and if you do, then you're not gonna go out and just meet another girl just like that if you really like that person. So, you know, if you're in a long-distance relationship or you're thinking about one, just
take it seriously.
Yeah, just take it seriously, because it is serious.
It's different when you live next door. Then you can sort of joke around with a relationship, like, you know. But once you're in a long-distance relationship, you have to have those times where you guys just sit down and you actually talk. Like, before I started my relationship with my girlfriend that I'm in right now, I said, like, before, she said yes, and then I said, you know what, I think my exact words were, like, you know what you're getting into, right? And she's like, what? And I was just like, we need to talk these days, you know, we need to do this, it's gonna be hard. And she's like, okay. So, like, before you start a long-distance relationship, make sure your other person knows what you're doing. Like, make sure that they don't just think that you'll talk once a day and you'll be fine.
Yeah, and
make sure, like, they know that it's going to be hard, and there's going to be times where you're just going to want to stop, but, you know.
Yeah, and you're right, it is hard. It is hard starting off, because when we first started off, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work, because, you know, if something happens, but you have to keep that honesty in line and trust that this person cares about their relationship, and they're not going to do anything to it. They're not going to do anything to betray you. And I think, not to say anything about you, but I think you have to know the person enough to say, yeah, you're not going to cheat on me or anything.
Yeah.
And if you you know, get to know that person, and they who is it? No.
Twitter.
Oh. Hey. Okay. So, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. you know, if you know that person, they're honest and you're honest, then it's gonna work out. But if you're not honest, then it's gonna have its problems. It's definitely gonna have its problems because, you know, if you cheat or something, then you won't tell them, and that's just gonna make it worse than it already is. So basically, don't cheat if you're in a long-distance relationship. Be honest, communicate. Somebody just got shot. Oh my god! Dude, I heard that!
What?
That was a gunshot!
What? I was out of here. I'm out of here. Get down.
Get in the storm shelter. Yeah, so we just...
Where's the light?
It's right there. Ah! Yeah?
Why don't you guys start cleaning up there?
Okay.
Hear the gunshot too. Hear it too. That was weird.
Okay, well,
That was scary.
I don't know.
Right now. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this. This is pretty much it.
Yeah. Take it seriously.
Yeah. Take it seriously. Communicate. Be honest. Thank you guys for watching.
If you did,
subscribe, like,
comment, I guess.
favorite, anything. Share with your friends. Share with people who are in a long-distance relationship.
Yeah. People need.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway,
Peace out.
peace out.